What is up, pups? Hope you're doing absolutely amazing. My name is Saint Wolf. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to give you some tips, ways, different things to think about when you're selecting a project. I just want to make things easy on you and let you know it could be a lot simpler than you probably think it is. There's not going to be any charts. We're not going to do anything technical. I'm just going to show you some things that I use to help me make it easy, because there's thousands of projects, okay? And you know, in a bull run, a lot of the projects you do very similar. Okay, so especially on Pulsechain, there's a lot of projects I just have to, I don't jump into because I can't manage everything. I got to choose, right? So how do you pick? How do you pick? So I think about things that I don't mind. This is probably the most important. I think about project, when I look at a project, the first thing is, do I mind being involved or submerged in that project and learning about it for an extended period of time? Okay, so the art, the vibe, the community, okay? Because you're gonna wanna read up on the project, the white paper, go to the Telegram, talk to people. And another really important thing is, are you gonna keep up with the movements in the price and the updates that are coming out, the information? Because if you start to not resonate with that particular community, you might just not notice the tweets that come out. You might not notice the Telegram updates that are coming out, right? But if you vibe with that community, you like the meme, the art, the overall energy, the design, you might be more likely to notice it on a regular basis. And that's the most important thing, because it doesn't matter what project you're in. If it does a 1000x and you're not paying attention and then it dumps, it's freaking useless. You could have been in the best token for that whole bull run, but because you didn't pay attention, because maybe the art, like this thing, doesn't vibe with you at the moment, you're gonna miss it. You're just gonna completely not notice it, okay? So I like bears, so I got into bear. Bear was super cool. And then there was a project called, another bear project, Teddy Bear Inu. And I'm into that one too. And I don't mind keeping an eye on it. I don't mind watching it. I like the vibe, the community. I think bears are cool. I have good memories of bears. And I had a big teddy bear in my living room, and I used to have parties, and girls would always love this big teddy bear. And then it also goes with the whole Richard Art thing. So see, it's really simple for me. I don't need to put that much work into it. Now I scope out the projects. I decide, okay, I like this. Let me go further and learn more about it. Then there was another project that came out that involved a small furry rodent, okay? Now, I think that project's gonna do really well, okay? But I used to farm cannabis in Los Angeles and also had tomatoes and all kinds of plants, and rodents were not my friend during this period, you know? So I don't have good feelings toward small furry animals, okay? And it's not personal. I just don't have good experiences with them, and I don't care to look at them or see them or follow them. So probably if I was in that project that had this small furry animal in their thing, I would ignore, even subconsciously, I would just skip their Twitter. I would not want to look at it because, yeah, so it could 10,000x on me and I'd miss it, you know? So that's a very, very, very basic way for starters, because sometimes you're just looking at 10 projects. You're like, where do I even begin? Well, start with that, really, because there's a good chance in a bull run, they could all do really well. Just get rid of the ones that you know intuitively, you know, I really hate that color. I know it sounds silly, but this is going to work on your subconscious. I hate those animals. I hate that meme. I really don't like the design of this project. You don't like the design, then when you go to the Twitter or the website and you're looking for updates and that you're constantly seeing that, you know, whatever they're into, you know, you'll subconsciously sabotage yourself or avoid it or ignore it or miss it, you know. But if you vibe with it, there's some other projects that are really cool on Pulsechain. And when I see them, I know I want to go check the Telegram. I'm curious about what the people are doing. I really like the design. I like the art. And it could even be technical project. I mean, it doesn't have to be a meme. You know, I just use that because that's very easy to understand. But ask yourself that, you know, sometimes a project can just be too technical, and there isn't much of a design either. So you may just not feel any interest in hanging out in that world as good as it's going to do, I guarantee there's another project that might capture your attention more that can do just as well. But because that other project captures your attention with the vibe, the design, the art, the feel, you're going to pay attention to it more. And that's what matters. You need to pay attention. This is the intuitive part. You don't need charts for this. This is super simple. When you don't want to use your intuition, when you're kind of using a structure, is when you're taking profits. Once you're in the project, you've chosen these 5 out of the 50 you've looked at, or the 10. Now you go through a structure. You treat them all the same. You've got to do your due diligence. You've got to take your profits. You got to follow your routine. But in selecting them, you can be a little bit true to your personality, and you should be. And I really feel that if you do this, you can do really well. You will do much better than if you just randomly, well, these 5 are supposed to be the best. Maybe pick one of those, but then the other ones, find something that you think, you know what, I resonate with this. You know, this particular project uses the color red, and I love the design of it. And they're also trying to solve this scalability issue as well, but there's a raspberry or something, and I have a fondness of raspberries when I was a kid. It could be that simple. It could be that simple, but that might make you pay attention to it. And like I said, in a bull run, everything will pump, okay? You could do well in everything. And the projects sometimes that you think you disregard actually end up doing the best anyway, believe it or not. So that one, but because you paid attention to it, because of raspberry and that art of that particular scaling solution project, it was called Raspberry Scale or whatever, reminded you of your mom when she grew strawberries. You paid attention to it. And every update you followed, and you read up on what they were doing, and you caught the pumps, and you knew exactly when to take profits, because you were just drawn to it, you know? So think about this. I think this is the most important thing when picking a project. Do you vibe with it? Do you want to look at it? Do you want it your updates popping up on your screen? If they have a meme, a mascot, a thing, keep it really simple, you know? And this is a fun part. After this, it's all technical. After this is all technical, yeah. You got to do the work. You got to learn this stuff. But this, picking them, sometimes you got to let some go. Just trust it. Trust yourself. Trust your personality. Trust who you are. Let your vibe attract your tribe in crypto. All right? If you have any questions, put them down below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear how you're thinking about picking projects. Have any questions? Anything? Either way, you're going to do really well. Every project's going to do well. Guaranteed. This is going to be good times. I'll talk to you later. Bye.